Welcome to Silver Heist. Thank you to our returning subscribers and guests. Well, today we're going to talk about constitutional or junk silver. I'm going to show you 4 different types of 90% silver. What is the favorite junk silver for silver stackers? If you stay to the end, I will share my favorite, but also the results of a poll I took where over 100 stackers picked their favorite junk silver. While many silver stackers prefer the 1 ounce American Silver Eagle, there are other choices that you can make, and that is circulated coins. And so the US coinage prior to 1965 in the dimes, quarters, half dollars, and dollars were 90% silver. So what you might not know is how to convert ounces across the different types. So here's a handy sheet. So for perfect condition, 90% coins, it's 0.7234 ounces per dollar. And with average circulation, I think the best rule of thumb is 0.715. So it's $1.40 per ounce. So this is 1 ounce of silver, but so is this, and so is this. So any combination of these coins for $1.40 will equal 1 ounce. So one type of constitutional silver that you can stack would be dimes. So dimes are a great favorite. Dimes are a great favorite, as any of the other constitutional silver. There are historic designs, much beloved designs. This is a lot of people, including myself, really like the Mercury dime above almost any coin. So any constitutional silver has some great history to it, great designs, and it's already been made. So it's purely, under normal circumstances, it has lower premiums than other products because those products are being made now. These already exist. So its value is in the silver content, and its value is in the historical and desirability of it. So the older you get, possibly the more collectible the coins might be, or the older you get, the more worn out they may be. The other thing about constitutional silver, typically people consider it $10 face. So a roll of quarters is $10 of face value. So people refer to it as $10 face, whether it's $10 in face of dimes or of quarters. So once again, anything pre-65, 90% silver, Washington quarters, which have been around for a long time, but they were predated by a very popular design, the Standing Liberty quarter, which not only has a great obverse, but a great reverse. These may be more worn out, and the dates could be blasted out. So the older the coins get, the more wear they may have. And then once again, the Barber quarter, similar to the Barber dime, except for the reverse. I don't go out of my way to get Mercury dimes, but I've actually found that I have quite a few of them. Maybe 30% of all my dimes happen to be Mercury. But I think when you get into these get more slicked. I'm not a fan of slick coins, but in moderation, I appreciate the historic designs in my collection / stack. And for no or little wear, if you can get Mercury Dimes at the same cost as Roosevelt Dimes, then someone may be willing to pay you a premium for a roll of Mercuries. The next constitutional silver would be $50. The Kennedys are only for 1964. This was produced in memory of a slain president. So that was only around for 1 year in 90% silver. Prior to that, we've got the Franklin $50, which is, I think, a unique design in that there's a lot of open fields, as opposed to, say, a Buffalo nickel, which just totally fills the coin. This has some open fields, and the bell is pretty classic. This is a very beloved design, so beloved it became the obverse of the American Silver Eagle. And this is one of the cooler eagle designs because it's not in flight, but it's about to pounce. It's about to do something. So this is a really dynamic anticipation of the dynamic of the eagle. And then once again, the most boring coin ever, the Barber. Mr. Barber loved his design so much, he put it on $50, quarters, and dimes. And not my favorite, one of my least favorite eagle designs. This predates this, but this is a quarter. This is a really cool eagle on the right. Okay, so silver dollars are an exception. They have a little bit more weight of silver per dollar. So of course we have Morgan dollars. Now these will come at a much higher premium because they're older and they're also beloved. So we're starting to get into numismatic coins instead of stacking coins, but it's still a crowd favorite. There are people who, if you ask them what's their favorite 90% silver to stack, they may say Peace dollars or Morgan dollars. So they definitely carry a higher premium than these because there's so much else for me to stack. I don't think I've navigated deals well on this. And because this is the first coin I ever got from my grandmother, I think I'd be disappointed if I got a tube of these that were culls, because I think this is such a good looking coin. I'd want a good looking coin, but I'm not sure I'm willing to pay the premium for it. So that's why I kind of stick with these myself. Okay, I did a poll. What is your favorite 90% constitutional junk to stack or collect? All right, so Brute Hunter thinks that Walking Liberties are the best looking. La Petite Silver, dimes, quarters, and halves equally. Silver Streak, my favorite constitutional is stacking Morgans and Peace dollars, but I do collect and stack it all, including war nickels. Enjoy Silver, dimes are my top stacking choice, but I prefer the design of Walking Liberty halves. Too much premium and potential for fakes with dollars. Talkin' Bullion, love them all, but if I had to pick, I'd go with dimes, the ultimate fractional silver. And Hawaii Silver says, apparently I'm in a snobby minority because I don't buy constitutional silver. Who knew? Woohoo. $50 are how I came into junk silver at all. Don't ask, I like the tone of the halves. And Rory Ross, Standing Liberty quarters. Ron, Morgan and Peace dollars. Silver Heist Jr., $50 or quarters. Eric, dimes for the win. Silver Soup. Franklin halves and Peace dollars all day. Dimes are nice when it's a good price. Jason, I'm fond of the Morgan dollars. I think they're quite beautiful. I like the Peace dollars, but they're not as beautiful, but still lovely. I'm always curious as why trust is spelled with a V. And there it is. And then Silver Steeler, Morgan and Peace dollars, mostly due to their size. I'm shouting you out on a pre-recorded video at this very moment. And Silver Tanawa, I'm going to have to agree with Silver Steeler. For me, it's the Morgans and Peace dollars. That are my favorites, mostly the Peace. He loves the design. Okay, the votes are in. 154 stackers, dimes at 22%, quarters at 10%, half dollars at 34%, silver dollars, Morgan or Peace 23%, I don't buy junk silver 11%. So quite a few people, more than I thought, go for the dollars. Half dollars is the tops, dimes is next, and quarters the least favorite. Because I'm a coin roll hunter, my favorite coins to stack might be the 64 Kennedys. But as I've done more and more coin roll hunting, I'm starting to acquire, Walking Liberties. Walking Liberties as well as Franklin's. So these are probably my most favorite to stack because they're also kind of dense. Not as dense as a pile of those would be, but these are awesome. I am digging dimes, and I think maybe a project for 2020 would be getting a guardhouse box of dimes, because I have more than I realized, and I actually had more Mercuries than I realized. I probably, for every 7 of these, I probably have 3 of these. But wait, what about war nickels? I actually like war nickels. If you'd like to learn more about stacking war nickels, please click on our featured video.